I'd say back-to-school blues are a typical anticipatory reaction that children have as the day of going back to school approaches. And it means different things to different kids. Some kids express excitement, but a little unhappiness because they're giving up summer and going back to school. For other kids, there may be much more anxiety or apprehension because change is difficult for them. For kids starting back to school, it's a whole new experience and they don't know what to expect. And for kids transitioning into new schools, for example, middle school or high school, it can raise some other issues. And sometimes kids will express feeling a little sad or unhappy about the changes they're going to encounter. A couple things are important if your child is just starting school. If they've never been to the school and they're a little apprehensive, you can make that transition easier by actually taking them up and playing in the playground, looking at the door they'll be going into, describing what the first day of school might be like. When they actually go to school, you can send some cute little reminder of the family with their lunchbox, like taping a picture to the inside of the lunchbox. If your student is transitioning to an upper grade level like middle school, and they're going to a large school that they haven't spent much time in, even if they've gone up for the typical orientation, you can relieve some of their anxiety by actually taking them up to school in the week before classes start and have them walk through the hallways, learn where the cafeteria is, see where the lockers are. If you know they're going to be using a combination lock and they're not very skilled at that, buy a cheap one and have them practice. It's good practice to learn that combination locks don't always open when they're supposed to. If your child has had any special needs and has struggled academically or with anxiety or any other conditions, you can do a letter of introduction to the teachers, especially if they're going to a larger middle school, to explain what's been helpful to them in the past. And the letter should be really short and be, let me introduce you to my child. This is what they like. This is what's important to them. This is what's been helpful to them for these particular challenges.